loading. Can you? Yeah,
The
thank
level is loading right now. Tio, did Scarecrow from Arkham Asylum
you.
help program this
Boy,
game?
7 a.m. Am I gonna allow to?
That's
Am I actually allowed to sleep in this fucking place? So this is
No.
actually where
yes, but you're in
collecting.
prison now.
This is where collecting the blueprints and the constellation actually pays off because it unlocks these two doors with these messages.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to discuss the assumption that secret or out-of-the-way locations ought to contain valuable knowledge.
Oh,
instead
does
of
anyone
books
remember
filled
that
with squandered
post-credit scene
human
in
potential?
Spider-Man: Homecoming?
They usually don't. If you think about it, they probably shouldn't. It's bad design.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. Basically, Dwibs, Spider-Man Homecoming's post-credit scene basically takes the piss
My
out
name
of
is Dr.
the
Glenn
culture
Pierce.
of waiting
Also,
for
in
post-credit
In addition to the
scenes.
occasional
Avocado.
puzzle
Oh
generated
yeah,
by
that's that
your
Captain
mind,
America
you
one.
may
Yeah, the
also
PSA.
repeatedly
Yes.
see images of things
Oh yeah.
that you obsessively dislike.
Also,
Such as
why the
avocados.
why the
And you
avocados?
believe this happens because
Why
you're obsessed with them.
not?
I'm not obsessed with avocados. What the fuck are you talking about, Doc?
But what did the avocado do wrong? I don't understand.
It
Are
was
you
an
a fan of
avocado.
avocados, Shiroy?
They're nice.
I'll tell you what he did wrong. Exist.
That's
I take it
harsh.
you're not a fan of avocados,
Oh, it's
Dwibs.
one of those rooms.
Do you at least
nice.
like guacamole?
I don't even know if I've had guacamole.
Fair.
Oh, look at this. It's a nice, relaxing room. Wait a minute. This reminds me of the pre-show room from the dinosaur ride at Disney World Animal Kingdom.
Okay, in all seriousness, I can't even really say about avocados. Really, it's just a joke.
You see a cloud in the sky, the fluffy cloud, a small fluffy cloud.
Oh, look. About us in
And
our
our
mission.
It's a pamphlet for the institution.
As it turns out, you're time traveling to stop the world being destroyed by pollution.
That would be an interesting twist. This whole experiment was about that, but let's hear about
Hello,
Dr.
my
Glenn
name
Pierce.
is Dr. Glenn Pierce. This is a notification that you have reappeared on our monitoring system after a prolonged absence. Please continue to do whatever you did
I
most
mean, I
recently.
just walked
And
around.
discontinue whatever you were doing immediately prior
But
to
in a
that.
way, you
And maybe
solved...
broke some things.
But in a way, you solved the puzzle, so keep doing what you're doing, dear viewer, dear dreamer, dear Skevin.
Okay, let's move on. And that's
Back in the
normal.
weird hallways.
Yes.
Where again, you are in prison, I'm sorry.
It's the cycles of guilt from iDevice Cybermancy all over again. I'll
Oh,
never
what?
get
So we're
away.
like a criminal who's actually in a cell of his own making.
No, iDevice Cybermancy is, let me pick something, baking soda, yes, yummers.
Wait, baking soda? Wait, and that, I'm sorry,
Healthy.
that trash can sounded bottom left.
Like this. Okay, another conference room. So this instead introduces another thing about proportion. Why is the podium on the corner? Gentlemen, I'm here to say that you have been cornered by the class. So what happens if you make the little house bigger?
Wow. Bear in the big normal house is a lot weirder than I thought it was.
So
someone
as you
really
can see,
had a field day programming this.
Yes. So as you can see, you need to adjust the size of the house so you can enter inside and actually, properly walk into it, but neither too tiny, neither too big. All right, let's pick some diet soda. Can you give me some diet soda, please? Bummer.
No, it's an abomination.
Have like Soda Zero or something.
Imagine though, in your dream you can't have diet soda because who really drinks diet soda willingly?
There's an exit here, but I'm too big for it, so we'll need to actually get outside this entrance of the house and shrink it a bit.
So we have to shrink it, but still be able to go in it.
Well, shrink ourselves as in make the house bigger. There you go. So that way we will be able to enter properly that exit sign. Again, it's a matter of perspective, really.
You know, just to top it off, watch. It turns out Frederick Chopin's been playing you all in this dream, and it turns out it's your psychosis deciding whether you live or die.
I mean, I would say Eternal Sonata was more creative than just the physics-based puzzles. You know, it had a whole political intrigue to it. Yes, it wasn't the greatest around, but it was better than just objects changing size.
No, don't you see, Tio? There's politics hidden within this. You see, by expanding stuff, you are indeed retaining enough resources for the masses, essentially, showcasing that with the very thought, you can either decrease the revenue or brighten, increase, and maximize. What the heck?
Doctor.
Radio.
Yeah, was on with the radio. No, it was. I thought that the doctor wanted to tell me something more, but apparently that radio was just grabbable.
This building's not up to code with those fire alarms.
Gee, you think? Let me get inside.
And the music
Suddenly it gets
cuts.
quiet. Hello?
Yeah. Alright, will this one work?
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. In addition to continuing and discontinuing as mentioned earlier,
Doc,
please
I'm
also
not sure I can do
disregard
that.
any unsettling experiences that you may have recently had. Everything should have now reverted to being soothing and
no.
therapeutic.
You kind of got
If this
things
is
out
not
of
the
order
case,
there,
you
Doc.
may be receiving this message in error.
Thanks, Doctor. Very helpful. Alright,
It's gonna be funny if it really turns out it's the doctor himself who's going through the stream, and he uses, like, the messages to himself as a way of an anchor point to the real world to keep from... What was that? Keep from dying.
Oh, goody, a Jenga tower. I hate those.
Is it the assembling them or the knocking them down that you hate?
Yes,
Fair enough.
So what we need to do is to actually knock it down properly, which means we need to enlarge this propeller fan.
To quote Storm, by the power of the wind!
That the UK desperately needs right now.
We have some wind.
We
Is it
don't.
enough? Can you imagine if the British put a tax on the wind and that's why it stopped coming?
Alright, basically, if I recall correctly, what you need to do is to, I think, shake around the house in this case, because you need to actually enter, there you go, enter from one of the windows, basically.
You know, the building architect must have been drunk.
I mean, again, it's a dream, so lots of things that are not supposed to make any sense.
Is it a dream?
At this point,
I
pretty
wonder.
sure.
I don't know, like, yeah, it could just be a dream, but something about this dream seems almost a little too planned out.
Also, I am not assembling those game pieces.
Reminds me more of that episode where Tom Scott was with Tomska, and they actually played a Jenga tower. It did not end well, obviously.
Oh boy.
I think I should be small
He's
enough
got the air
where
conditioning on.
the game lives. Ah yes, so the Tom Pump Simulator, my favorite. Can I get inside? Yes, thank God. Oh, I mean the locker room near the pool? What? Is this the Gachibuchi video? You got it wrong, mate. You know, the Level Club is, you know, 2 stories
My name is
away.
Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to read you my favorite inspirational quote by me.
Okay.
The worst thing you can do is focus on negativity. It won't spare you from the cage of death, the pain of disease, the cruelty of time, the cold shell of human nature, or the eventual loss of everything you've ever held dear. Whatever you do, don't focus on that.
Great words to live by, truly. What the hell?
No, don't see he got a...
Yeah, that's implying he even has a doctorate.
No. See, he got a PhD in nonsense.
Now bouncy castle. In the middle of an empty pool.
Wait.
Are we
Why
gonna
is the
dive?
ball... So does this mean we get 15 extra minutes in the ball pit?
I'm afraid not, Jova.
Alas.
What you're actually supposed to do is to enlarge the bouncy castle just enough so you can enter inside.
I see edge grabbing is not a factor.
Actually, it is, but it's still a bit wonky, as you might have noticed. Like, you still need to position yourself well before you start the jump.
I was wondering, because you were definitely right at the edges of that bouncy castle, but you weren't climbing over them, so...
Some are also, you know, potentially more difficult to grab than others. See, for example, that way, this case I did it. Alright, let's see if I can get inside here.
Whee!
There we go.
There we go.
Jesus. And now I'm in the vents.
Oh, always a good sign.
Basically, you need to get back up above, and if I recall correctly, enlarge again the castle so you can actually get on the upper side of the pool, which otherwise will be inaccessible.
Which is funny, because aren't we currently in that castle right now that we're manhandling?
Again, Drovat, you know, it's the matter of perspective where things shift constantly, as you're about to see. This will reach kind of like an apex in the final part. There we go.
Reminds me of that Futurama episode where they ended up somehow holding their own universe in a box.
Alright, Doc, let's hear it.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to thank you for triggering every single one of our 823 emergency protocols.
How long have I been here?
You're
In
welcome.
improving the system for future patients. Congratulations. Anyway, you're now headed in the right direction, and we should be able to initiate the emergency
Here's
exit
hoping, yeah.
protocol shortly.
Oh god, this room. Okay.
Why are you green?
I don't know. Okay, this particular room I cannot test. You need to position these two particular archways so you can become big, relatively enough, to enter that keyhole, basically, up there. However, it's actually easier said than done, and as you can see, I'm taking way too much time, and you will see actually even how things end, so let's speed up.
Yep. This music would not be out of place in Sonic Mega Collection.
I remember if there was a, proper strategy that you're, supposed to actually do for reaching the keyhole, but if there is, I simply could not get it. I admit that it's my fault for that.
So you had to improvise. No worries.
To an extent, you'll be able to see just a bit. I was trying to potentially stack one on top of the other in order to see if I could, reach the keyhole from there, which I think it's close to what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that seems like that would be the proper thing to do. It's just a matter of being able to get it on top of there. It's a good game. I do think that some of the limitations with how the camera works might make some of these
You can
sequences
kind of
more
tell that it's
frustrating than they
a
need to be.
project done by university students, basically.
Definitely. Like, it's not terrible, but it definitely has that student project feel that, that, like, you know, a bigger game typically doesn't have. Kind of a shame they never really did anything after this game, apparently, though.
I guess they were just, you know, interested in doing this, and that was it. God
Okay,
damn
now
it.
I need to...
I was trying to create, you know, a way to maybe,
Upwards.
yeah, maybe patch through that, but no, apparently couldn't. So instead, I end up clipping through the floor.
This was, I'm guessing, an accident?
Yes, it did not happen the first time I played this years ago.
Wow,
So,
saved by a glitch.
Reviewer's curses twice again.
But
Alright.
ironically, this is one that actually works in your favor.
Now we're free, sort of.
Kinda.
There's the elevator
5,
to
6
take
rings
us to
is the absolute
freedom.
limit. Function overloading, C++, volume of a cuboid. Long
What's the
volume.
emergency protocol to the emergency protocol?
Hi,
A kitten.
Cat.
What
Can't
are you
There,
looking at me
be
like that?
association.
That's the emergency protocol.
A
Cats
cat?
to pets.
They're
No.
sending the cats onto you.
No wonder it's not working. Holy shit, guys.
Hey.
Anyway, see you for the next part where we see how many more layers can we go on with this. See ya.
So yeah.
See you
See ya.
then.